And the formula for systematic savings was the total amount after a period of time is equal to a constant deposit. So I use capital D for a constant deposit. Usually this turned out to be 12, so I'll just put 12 in there, but that really is n. But more than likely it's just always going to be 12. Divided by the interest rate, parentheses, 1 plus r over n raised to the nt minus 1. And this formula is pretty much generated by, if you put money into an account on a monthly basis, like $100. So let's say you put $100 into a savings account today. At the end of the month, you're going to earn interest on that $100, plus you're going to put in another $100. So you'll have $100 plus your original $100 plus the interest you got from the first one. And then when you get to the second month, or actually it's the third month, when you get to the third month, you're going to put in another $100. The second $100 you put in is going to earn a little bit of interest. The first $100 you put in is going to earn 2 months of interest. And then eventually what happens is you always have 100. You always have 100 with 1 month of interest, 100 with 2 months of interest, 100 with 3 months of interest, and all the way up to how long you're going to keep it in there. That's where this formula comes from. It's a very, very long derivation, and I know how much you all love derivation of formulas. That one's horrible. But this is what comes out of it when you're done with it. So it's kind of neat. This balls together 1 month of interest, 2 months of interest, 3 months of interest, each on that $100. Balls it up into this one little tiny formula. And you're all looking at it going, tiny? Well, it's a lot tinier than the expanded form, which is huge. All right, and I showed you how to use this. I said, well, if you could save $500 per month. Yeah, who could save $500 a month? Not us. But if you could, this is what would happen. At, let's say, 3.5%. Let's pray that banks increase their interest rate. Of course, you could always put your money into stocks, bonds, mutual funds, IRAs. They usually earn a little bit more interest. CDs, certificate of deposits. They earn a little bit of more interest, and stocks are just a little bit more, what do you call it? Oh, risky. Yeah, risky. But if you pick good ones, and they just constantly grow, you're okay. It's just when the market crashes that you're screwed. So if we did this for, how long do we want to do it? Well, let's say for 18 years. You're trying to save up money for an education. Well, you just plug in what you know. We're trying to find the total amount. The constant deposit for this one is $500 every single month, and that's why the 12 is usually 12, because we usually do it on a monthly basis, and most banks pay compounded monthly interest. Divided by the interest rate, 0.035. The tricky part is there's 2 parentheses in the beginning here, not just one. Because that compound interest part has to be contained within its own set of parentheses. So you get double parentheses, 1 plus 0.035 divided by, n is 12, raised to the 12 times 18 years. And then don't forget this minus 1. That's extremely important. If you forget the minus 1, your answer is going to be like way off. And then just literally type it in symbol for symbol. Of course, the first calculation you should do is right here. What's 12 times 18?
216.
216? So make sure you change that to 216 before you do the little caret thing. So, type it into your handy-dandy calculators. I don't think that shows on TV anymore. Is it? It's got that new guy in it, though. He's no good. And you should be getting, a lot of money. If you do this, say $500 a month for 18 years at a little tiny interest rate of 3.5%, you should be ending up with 152.51. Did you get it?
No.
Yes.
If you got it, you typed it in right. If you didn't get it, you didn't type it in right. It has to be symbol for symbol. 500 times 12 divided by 0.035, parentheses, parentheses. 1 plus 0.035 divided by 12, parentheses, caret 216 minus 1. Don't put any extra parentheses in there. Don't put ones that aren't on the board. You have to put in what is up here. You put in extra ones, you're definitely going to get the wrong answer, and then if you have junky calculators. But that's the answer you should be getting.